Welcome to the Gun Review, the show where we'll be testing the best guns and gear of the moment.
No! Doing the same thing every time! It includes eating a spoonful of this!
Not all tests will be scientific.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it.
But I can promise you there'll be a lot of fun. Joining me in this quest is Ryan and Big Mike. Today, we're competing for the worst clay gun in the world.
Someone will bring something stupid.
Taking the first step on our tour of the Spanish gunmakers. And of course, looking over a couple of new guns. Let's get on with the show.
Guys, welcome back to Series 2.
It's good to be back. It's been a while.
And we've got 6 episodes of gun-related fun for you once again.
Speaking of gun-related fun, I've got some news for you.
Go on, Michael.
So Desert Tech, people who make those bolt-action bullpups, have made a 2.2. It's raced on the Ruger 1022.
So it is a Ruger 1022.
It is a Ruger 1022, it uses the BX mag system and everything, but it's 10 inches shorter.
I would like to use one of those because I have played in the past with the old 1022 bullpups and every single one was pretty average.
They tried to make them as cheap as possible. They were cheap plastic.
And
you had to try and get all the pins through. You had a little rod to go for the trigger.
Well, this one is actually built properly.
Let's get one down.
Yes.
Let's get one down and have a play with it. GMK have just announced that Seiko are bringing out a new rifle, the Seiko 90.
I may or may not have played with one.
Oh, of course you
I've
have.
played with one as well.
Okay, I'm just going to go because I haven't.
In the shallow whispers of the wild.
It's nice.
It's nice.
I don't want to rub it in that you haven't touched it yet.
6 variants to the models, which is going to be quite cool. It's got like a double plunger extraction system, easy adjustable trigger. It looks like a nice bit of kit.
And Weaver Picatinny rails as standard, which is
The
about
godsend.
time.
Yeah.
Not that Optolock was a fantastic system, it kind of just locked you in.
It's perfect.
The world's changed,
Yeah.
and Seiko have changed with it. So what have we got today? That is the better question. Guys, last season we looked at a lot of the best.
We did. There was a lot of good guns.
Yeah.
So how about we kick this season off with bringing the worst, almost inappropriate clay guns we can go and find up to the field and have a play. Ryan, Michael,
Johnny,
I'm impressed.
well, you said most inappropriate.
That is very inappropriate.
It's very inappropriate,
So the
right?
maximum you could get out of a round of 100 sporting clays is potentially 50.
Well, as long as they give them to me on single birds. They used to do the mad minute, didn't they? 30 rounds in 60 seconds in World War II.
That was with a magazine.
Yeah, I mean, this obviously isn't 303. This has been converted into a 410, but it was an SMLE at one point. This
And
is
it is a single shot welded in tray as opposed to a box mag. I went for something that you could at least shoot pairs with. This is the gun that I bought at the British Shooting Show at a £100 challenge. You remember
Yes, I
the
remember
one
that.
that I won?
Yeah, I'm annoyed. Yeah.
This is a Larinaga 20 bore non-ejector side by side. This is going to be nothing but hell. And Michael's cheated because he spent the most money. But it is also beautiful.
Stunning, isn't it? This is a Browning BPS 410 model.
Yeah, I mean, I do
It's-
love
yeah.
a pump action.
I mean,
love
another
a
gun with a
BPS.
Hulk sticker on.
I mean, comfortably, this is the nicest gun here.
That is the nicest gun.
Yeah.
3-shot, 410. It's rare as well.
We've got a basic pair of targets on, and my suggestion is we'll shoot 5 pairs each.
Yeah. On report, please.
You've got plenty of time. Like, I even set it up with the thought that someone will bring something stupid. I don't think, unless you can compete on report pairs, that you can even win this. You have definitely brought a cool toy.
It is cool.
All right, Michael, you're up first because you brought the most expensive gun. 410's like a 12 bore to him.
410's Michael's nickname.
As I was saying before, I've really missed these two.
Oh,
Right, boom.
malfunction, most expensive
loss.
gun. Pair
Pair
loss.
loss.
So you got to go for a full
410,
pump.
Short stroke. Go, Mike. Go, big
Boom.
Mike. I've heard of the pressure of competition getting to people, but never to guns. You bought a rare, cool gun for fair money that was really interesting. You took it out and shot it once and then it broke.
Right, there's either the Mossberg 410 or do we make him shoot the single 410?
The single 410 on these clays would be quite tough.
As your really expensive 410 didn't work and shoot my really expensive 410 that does work.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Michael.
Thank you very
You
much.
shot that better than your gun.
I think we should give him an extra 1 for breaking a gun.
Okay.
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10. I mean, will I even hit anything?
Well, you've only got to get 4.
That is debatable. Right, I've got to be ready for the speed reload. You watch, no my luck, it'll go off.
No, the real answer is put it in your left hand, like this, wrap the bolt, grab it with your right hand and drop it in. So what seemed to be the problem there?
My ability. Oh, I didn't extract.
You can't have that pair again, but you can have another pair.
I can have that
can
pair
have
again,
the
Johnny.
4th pair.
Okay? It's not only you that can make big decisions. I'm having the pair again.
I'm making the big decision.
That was a
now
gun
I'm
malfunction.
10 out of 10 without picking up a gun. Oh! Beat
Pair.
Michael.
That was his last pair.
53.
That wasn't. I had a pair again, Michael.
Have a pair again. You got a pair again for a malfunction. That really is one of the best looking guns of all time.
She's sexy, isn't she?
There's a lot of wood going on.
A lot of wood.
I'd like to see a fully exhibition grade Enfield.
Hey!
Variety packs of old ammunition, they're not good.
They're hit or miss, aren't they? But like you said, with any conversion, you're always going to have issues with it.
Correct. But you could potentially regulate it to one type of ammo, which is nice. Inappropriate didn't mean worse score. I don't think that's not the case.
No, I think
Because I would go in there and miss every single one if that's what it takes to win.
No, you carry on, Johnny. One down.
Well, that wasn't very good, was it?
Not for a man of your calibre. I mean, with your inappropriate shotgun, where probably 40% of the country shoot 20 bores at clays, completely.
40% of the country shoot 20 bore at clays.
Yeah, all right, 30. That's a high
Of
percentage.
sensible shooters.
Females, children, Johnny Carter.
15%. Maybe
You reckon
maximum.
15?
Probably 5% of shooters shoot 20 bore at clays.
Do you want to just keep going down in
1%.
percentage until you feel better
started
about
at
your
40.
gun choice? Oh no!
Oh!
Oh
Light Strikington. We don't like light strikes.
no. Not only should you feel guilty for us for picking a gun that's easy to shoot clays with and not inappropriate at all, you should feel guilty for the viewers that have to watch you continuously hit clays.
Oh, come on. I bought it at the British Shooting Show.
Yeah.
In Series 1. I was
Yeah.
being nostalgic. Leave me
You
alone.
didn't buy it as an inappropriate shotgun though, did you, Johnny?
Well, I didn't buy it as a clay gun, mate.
No, good point.
I bought it to win the competition.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, there is a whole series of events, major clay shooting events I've been to. You know what I've never seen? Any clay shooter shooting a non-ejector 20 bore, side by side. We probably need to concede that yours was the most inappropriate clay gun because you couldn't even compete with it.
exactly, which I thought was what the challenge was.
This is a clay gun in some way. Most inappropriate clay gun, not most inappropriate gun. Dumbest, most useless gun.
Well, I think I may have picked up the challenge wrong. I thought
think-
most inappropriate gun.
Once again, my communication skills have failed me, but I'd like to hand it to you that you definitely brought the coolest,
That is a
probably the most fun, and you look the most badass shooting it. So congratulations on the first win of the season, mate. You win. I mean, I don't know. I don't care what the competition was, you won.
it is completely inappropriate, but highly cool.
Try and shoot report pairs with this. Oh, you probably shot them when they were actually in service.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to have one of them, yeah. I was in the National Guard.
Well, you were right, mate. You were pretty old back then. You were Dad's army. Michael, would you like to give it a go?
I'll give it a try.
Ooh. Go on, Michael. You got that first one down. Oh, shorted it. Michael is the loser.
Yeah.
Because his is the most modern, most clay shootery.
410 that you could buy.
Yeah, pretty much. And the forfeit today is we have a fence row over here, we have a clay stand here. He must run to the fence row with the rifle,
Yeah.
shotgun, and back. You break the pair with a slight delay on the second bird, you don't have to do it at all.
No running.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't anything more than just a bad case of skyvitis, Michael.
You should get into acting, really, because it was very dramatic. And you know what I liked as well? Somebody injures themselves that much that they have to be picked up with a pickup truck. But 5 seconds later, they're walking around fine.
Wasn't even
Not-
limp.
You shouldn't run in a field full of rabbit holes.
And I've seen many spectacular ways of getting out of running when I was at school, because I used to do a lot of them. Well done.
Should I do push-ups instead?
Nah, you're off. It's fine.
Have we proven that not only white men can't jump, they can't run either? Didn't even complain.
But it's okay, Michael. At least we have a get out of jail free card next time.
Good point.
Next up is the first part of our road trip to Spain, and Michael is going to take you around a gun factory.
So welcome to Ibar. Me and Johnny have come here on a little trip to scope out some gun makers like Guerre, Away and Keyman. Over the next 6 episodes, me and Johnny are going to be showing you our highlights from this trip. Let's go take a look.
For those of you who thought Spanish guns are all side-by-sides, these guys prove that wrong. Although most of the other makers make an over and under, these guys specialise in it. I am at the Keyman Factory, who have made over and unders to the best standard since 1990. Let's have a quick look round.
My grandfather created Kemen in 1988. The word Kemen means strength in Basque language. We are like 10 workers, a family business. As you are going to see, it's everything like handmade, like we have really passion for guns. So everyone who has like a gun in a dream, we can make it.
Starting off, we are in their stock making room. Behind me we have a CNC. That turns a stock blank such as this one into the rough stock before it goes into a lot of the hand finishing and hand work and filing and things like that, checkering. So over here you join me at the fore-end rack. They make a lot of these pre-made. There's 2 examples here. This one is for a side-by-side and this is for one of their over and unders. They can match these perfectly to your stock. So you can choose, dimensions. They can also adjust them to your fit. So if you want, if you've got smaller hands like me, you can have your beaver tail slightly shaken down. Lots of different profiles that you can choose from. Obviously we have a beaver tail here. This is a Schnabel forend, and then we have a London style. Once you've chosen your stock and forend, then you can choose your action. Lots of different ones as well, 12, 20, 28, 410, all custom steel and titanium actions as well. And then you choose your rib profile. This is quite a high one with a nice little tram line down the center. Lots of different profiles that you can choose from and really make it your own. And behind me is the real reason you buy a Kemen. These guys are doing a lot of the hand finishing work that goes into them. They're making the stock exactly right to your specifications, doing a lot of the engraving as well. Obviously you can choose so many different patterns, so many different styles. So these guys behind me are very, very talented craftsmen. Let's go have a look at what they're doing. So this gentleman here is just roughing out a stock profile, hello, to make it fit the customer's hand. So shaping out the pistol grip and making it fit their dimensions. I didn't know what to expect when I first came here, but I'm very, very impressed. Watching these guys work is absolutely incredible. The amount of craftsmanship that goes into these guns are unbelievable, it really is. It's certainly not the biggest gun factory in the world, judging by the size of, likes of Beretta and Browning, but what they do here is just make guns that are just pure art.
Having played around this morning with less than ideal clay guns, I thought I'd bring a proper clay gun to the party and just have a little shot, just to make sure that these clays, which we set up to be relatively easy, were actually that, and it was just the guns that were holding us back. This is the Perazzi High-Tech S. The High-Tech S sits somewhere between an MX-8 and an MX-12. It's a little bit of a hybrid of both. The fixed trigger group from the MX-12 with the weight and action size of the MX-8. The MX-8 was the clay gun of choice for many champions and still is. Although now the Perazzi High-Tech S and the MX-2000 have taken quite a those decent shooters away from that MX-8 platform. I own an MX8, I'm quite fond of it. As you know, I like detachable triggers. This, however, is nothing short of wonderful, as you'd expect. It doesn't stray very far from pretty much every other Perazzi you've done. The finish quality, the feel, the handling are all at that top level. And coming back here now, it's amazing how dangerous you feel when you have a gun that gives you confidence. This is a gun that does exactly that. When you buy one of these, it's quite an experience. The Perazzi experience is a real thing. You can go out to Brescia, Italy, and you can have all of your stuff chosen by, you can choose your wood, you can choose your engraving if you want it, but choose your piece of wood, have your custom fitting, go through that process, and that's all part of buying a Perazzi. However, if you don't want to do that, there's a great service you can just have from England. There are a lot of stock fitters and tutors that Perazzi will recommend to help you get all of the specifications exactly right for your gun. So when it does arrive, you no longer have any excuses, which, well, is good and bad. This particular gun is £8.7, so it's an absolute monster weight-wise, and yet handles like a gun almost a pound lighter. That's a good thing. You know, in the game market, they have released the high-tech game, the high-tech S game with the lighter barrels and the parallel rib. This has the reverse tapered rib, which is actually kind of nice. It takes a little bit of getting used to on certain targets. It's an odd sight picture. If you're used to seeing certainly the taper usually going the other way and that rib appearing very long, this one tapers from thin to fat. And so in front of your face, it looks perfectly parallel. It's very clever. It's a lovely optical illusion. And actually, for me, I don't hate it. I remember when I've used a few of them, and sometimes I seem to struggle on just a couple of different targets. But for the most part, well, it's low fuss. Low fuss is good. Low fuss, good handling, reliability, and just handmade enough to feel special. This particular one, interestingly, is fitted with a Schnabel forend. I don't like Schnabel forends as a rule. I mean, I can't say that that's my preference. I prefer the standard semi-beaver tail with that angled cutback. What I do love about these is the way that stock is cut. It's just racy. It's racy. The grip is standard with that palm swell. It's just a nice thing. But you'd expect it to be nice, given that for this gun, you could buy 120 of that 20-bore side-by-side non-ejector. Although, I know I'd rather have one of these than 120 of those rotting away.
Right, today we've got the Havoc element to have a look at that's been sent down to us. So these started from a guy called Glenn, who basically started making AR rifles in his garage, and now he's made this hybrid, ultra lightweight hunting rifle. This only weighs in at 5.5 pounds without the scope on it and without the mod, obviously. So it's fitted with a fluted mounting barrel, which is made from 416 stainless steel. And then you've got the anodized black finish on it with a 20 MOA rail on it as well, which makes it great for putting any of your scopes on, the Weaver attachments on there. It's actually got a 4-lugging bolt system on it, but the bolt head is removable, which I'll show you in a minute. But it actually has like a M16 style extractor on there. The Hunter version, the Havoc, comes with this fully composite stock on there, which makes it incredibly lightweight but strong as well. You've got the swelled palm raiser on there, which is so grippy to hold. If you're using this in wet conditions, it'd be fantastic. It's very well thought out, even to the fact where you've got a groove in the back of the stock, so where the bolt comes back, you're not going to catch it on the stock. It's got a perfectly little groove in there for it to sit back in. Got a 90-degree throw on it. It's very, very, very slick bolt. The mag release is very well thought out. Any of you hunters that are out there where you've got the mag release either on the front of the mag, the front of the mag or the back of the mag, which is very easy to knock, especially when you're slinging the rifle over your back. These guys have actually fitted it inside the trigger guard. So it's literally just a button inside the trigger guard to remove the mag. You're never, ever going to catch that when you're out and about because your hand's not going to be on the trigger when you're walking. That is a fantastic idea. They only come chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor and 308, so it's for the larger game out there. So yeah, these are fitted with a 21.5-inch barrel. Like I said, chamber for 6.5 Creedmoor and 308. Obviously, they all come threaded as well, which is handy, ready straight away to put your mod on. Whatever scope that you want to put on there, you can put on with this 20 MOA rail. They also come with a Timney trigger fitted, which is adjusted to 2.5 pounds, but obviously with the Timney triggers, you can adjust that as and when, how you're comfortable with it, but 2.5 is probably quite a good break on there. They actually come with a lifetime guarantee. These are brought in by Edgar Brothers. Like I said, they're Seekins are an American company. They retail at about $4,050 just for the base rifle without the mod and the scope. But for an extremely lightweight hunting rifle with this beautiful composite stock and the grip and the lightness of it, it's a shame it doesn't come in more calibers, but hopefully these will come forward in the future. Obviously Creedmoor's a very popular round at the moment. It's definitely one to have a look at, and we're going to go and have a play with this in a minute and see how accurate this baby is. It's very, very smooth. So the trigger, the brake on the trigger is insane. It's so crisp. Considering that's a 6.5 Creedmoor, shooting it freehand, the recoil that you feel is so minimal. It's such a lightweight tool. It's this thing brilliant. Straight out of the box, that composite stock with that swell grip on there, it just soaks it up. It's fantastic. I'm really, really impressed with that.
And that was episode 1, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We certainly did.
Oh, definitely. That was a lot
yeah.
of fun today. Definitely enjoyed the Enfield.
That Enfield was good. I think the Perazzi is the gun that stole my heart this episode, even more than that Enfield. There's something about when you get a premium, top-endy kind of product in your hand, your sheepskin days are done, you suddenly go, I don't know if I can go back.
I know, it's hard, isn't it?
And
Once you pick up that gun.
It's hard. Same as a nice car, same as everything, and you always can, but it's hard. I'm glad I finally got to shoot the gun I bought at the British Shooting Show, for which tickets are currently on sale, and I think maybe next year the £100 challenge should demand that we go and get a gun. Maybe we'll increase the budget, but inherently that depends on how much cash we've got on the day.
Yeah, just increase the time scale.
I didn't struggle.
Can we have more than half an hour?
Well, if you didn't go to the toilet and you didn't go and vape, you would have done well too.
So Michael, Kemen looked good.
It was absolutely amazing, man. It's a shame you weren't invited.
Yeah, no, I know I wasn't invited, but you know, these things happen.
All right, quickly moving on. How was
Moving
Seekins?
on.
I look like a nice gun.
It's something special. Very nice, extremely lightweight. It's up there in the price range, but you can see why.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on The Gun Review.
Next time on the gun review, the Chili Clays Challenge.
I've jumped done.
You're sweating.
Have a cuddle.
That was a lot.
Come here, it's okay.
A brand new gun from AYA and lots more. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you at the British Shooting Show.